friends, good morning. I had a very hectic morning today because the coal monoxide alarm went off. And me being me, and to give you guys a little bit of context in case you're new to the channel, I obviously didn't know where the alarm was. I didn't even know what it was because I literally moved into this house a month ago. And I haven't really had time because of the holidays to really check everything yet. And I am also not the one that kind of like cleaned downstairs. My mom did, so I haven't really checked everything, and it took me a little while to find the alarm, knew what it was, and then I obviously had to call someone, and they're coming over later today to hopefully fix it, so we'll see how that goes. But anyhow, hi and welcome to my little soft cozy winter reset. Normally in the winter I love to do a deep reset, like really a deep clean mostly, especially after taking down all the Christmas decor and before putting up my regular decor. I kind of always like all the empty spaces, and then it's easier to deep clean all the stuff. But because I literally moved into this house a month ago, I am not really going to do that today because everything has been deep cleaned literally a month ago. So I don't really want to spend another day deep cleaning stuff that we already did. So today we are kind of like tackling a couple of little things that I always love to do around this time of year as well. And one of those things actually today is something really exciting because I need to put up my regular decor, which is mostly my living room decor. But I've got a lot more room. The house is a lot more bigger and I actually have a lot more room to put this decor maybe somewhere else as well. I'm also doing a huge makeover of the living room somewhere in February, which I'm super excited for. So I might not put everything back in the living room. I might actually end up putting a lot of things towards the bedroom or even the study or the guest bedroom. We'll see where I end up putting everything. But anyhow, that is one of the things I'm planning on doing. Another thing is decluttering the baskets underneath the coffee table because there has been going a lot of stuff in there because I didn't really know where to put it. And I just really have to check it. There's no system currently going on in these baskets, and I really need to see where everything is because I can't find a couple of things. And I also want to plan the winter. I've got a new calendar. I kind of want to make a little bit of a planning in my new bullet journal for when I want to do certain chores, because there are still a couple of things that I would like to do somewhere this winter, before spring at least. And yeah, that's kind of like most of the things that I probably end up doing today, because I also wanted to do a couple of other things, but because of the coal monoxide stuff, I do not have hot water. I also can't currently run the washing machine. So we will see how it actually is going to go. There are a couple of things I would love to wash as well. But I'll probably end up doing that later in the evening, and I'm not sure if I'll still be filming then, but we'll see how the day goes. They're coming over later today to fix it, so maybe they'll be done very quickly and I can still do a couple of other things as well. But anyhow, I hope this sounds like something you might enjoy if you're new to the channel. Hi, I'm Juliette. I talk about all kinds of things, books, cozy things of life, and I actually moved to a little island in the Netherlands, and I am really enjoying my country life currently as a city girl. So yeah, I am kind of like filming this journey, sharing this with you, and if it sounds like something you might enjoy, you can always hit the subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up if you like, because it would really help me out. But further than that, get yourself a nice cup of tea or a cup of coffee. I still need to drink my coffee, so we're going for coffee today. And I would suggest make yourself cozy and comfortable. And then we are probably going to start in the living room, because that's where most of the things are happening today. And let me show you guys how the living room is currently looking. So here you have my living room. It is going to get like a pretty big makeover later in February. I ordered some curtains. There's also coming something else to hang up the curtains with. I am getting a new plate, new pillow cushions, and I also am getting a new rug. So yeah, I still have like the Christmas stuff on the couch, but probably stay there for now, because like in 2 weeks I can take it off. So I'm not going to put anything new on there now. But anyhow, this is kind of like how it's currently looking without most of the Christmas stuff. This plate on the chair I'm taking off today as well. I still want to do the table. And then I have my decorations, my regular decor right over here. And actually normally I put like all these decorations that are down here on the ground. I normally put them, most of them actually, in my bookshelves, because bookshelves kind of were always like the main feature of my house, and they still are, don't get me wrong, they still are. But as I said, I've got so much room, and I have like this plan for this living room, so I'm kind of like thinking about going through my decor and then see what I still want to keep to start off, and also what I want to keep and leave in the living room, because I kind of want a certain vibe. I want this cottagecore, French cottage, English cottage kind of like vibe in the living room. So I really want to see what kind of like matches this vibe a little bit, then put these decor pieces like somewhere else. I also have a lot more room to decorate with, because I actually have room underneath that window, but also underneath the window up here in front, and I have a fireplace that I can use. So yeah, that's kind of like all the things that we are going to do. The fireplace is also getting a makeover in February, and I just kind of like want to see what I have, what I can place anywhere in the living room. And I also want to show you guys another little bit of a mess, and that is like, this is my coffee table, which is, well, I'm looking for something else for the coffee table. Like I don't really like this one anymore, but currently I'm still having this, and there are like 4 baskets underneath this table, and as you can see, this is the current state of it. It is like really messy, no system at all. So yeah, we need to sort that one out too. But first, let's start on the ground and kind of like remove all the paper of like all my decorations. And let me show you a couple of my favorite pieces, because like one of the things that I love, and at the same time I'm also not entirely sure what to do with it, but I think I'm going to place this for now in the bedroom, because I also have some of the books over there. But I've got this huge Hedwig, and I love Hedwig so much from Harry Potter, and I got this one on Comic-Con, and it is such a pretty plush, and he's so extremely cute. And I also have like I've got a lot of Harry Potter books. Like I've got them obviously in Dutch, I've got them in English as well, and I ended up buying a second edition in Dutch, because my old ones had been read so many times that they were literally falling apart. But I still wanted to save them. So my old books are upstairs in the bedroom in the bookshelves, and I'm actually thinking of putting this over there as well, so I can take this out of the living room, because even though I love him a lot, I don't think it will fit the vibe that much. Although he might actually fit the vibe a little bit more. Then, because I am a Harry Potter fan, I also have this one. Like, look at this! Isn't this super cute? I bought this one on Comic-Con as well, and I love it so much. I kind of still want like the purple one too. And I ended up putting it in this cage. Like, I'm not entirely sure what you guys think of it. Like, I just thought it would be funny to put it like in a cage and treat it like as if it's a real animal or something. I've got this like fake hay stuff in here as well. And it's just so super cute. I actually really like this, so I might actually end up putting this somewhere in the living room. I would love to hang it up somewhere on the wall or something, but we'll see how it goes. And something else, I am a plushie girl really. Like this one from the Tour de France. I'm a huge cyclist fan. Like, I do not cycle myself, like I would love to actually, but they're pretty pricey. So hopefully one day I'll have enough money to buy me like a second-hand cycle bike or something. But anyhow, I love all these races, and the Tour de France is like one of the races that I watch every day as soon as like on TV, and I also go there whenever I can. And last year we were able to go to the start in Lille and also to the finish in Paris, and I bought this one in Paris, so yeah. Huge fan, and this one's going upstairs as well, to the bookcase upstairs. But now let's unpack all the other stuff. something that I had packed up, and I kind of like forgot that there were still some autumn decor in here, but I kind of like it. I might actually put it somewhere around the house, because this is kind of like everything that I have to decorate a full house with. So yeah, that kind of like means that I definitely can buy something else, which is always nice to realize. And I also completely forgot about this lamp. This is a lamp that I actually got in a surprise box at Comic-Con from Lisa Parker. It's like this artist that is like amazing, and I had like this huge surprise box, and there was like this lamp inside, which is really stunning. I love it. And yeah, this is like everything that I have, and now we need to find new places, new homes for all of these little things. I actually forgot that quite a lot of these items are a lot more magical and whimsical than I realized. But I do think I've got a couple of antique pieces that are still like in the storage, and I'll get them out like when I do like the bigger makeover of the living room. But I think that mixed match with these pieces, more colorful, whimsical items, and then the antique pieces will probably be like the perfect vibe that I'm actually looking for. But look at these little things, like this little owl. I got it on Comic-Con in November. I love it so much. This lamp that I actually mentioned as well is going in the living room for now, because after taking down the Christmas tree, I realized how dark this room actually is. And I definitely am in need of a lamp. I'm not entirely sure if this one will stay in the living room, but for now it works, and it will give me some light tonight, so that would be absolutely perfect. This one is really, really cute, and I love this pumpkin. And I also have like a little story behind these two, in case you want to know. But my sister and I, we bought these, we lived together for 3 years. Before, well, actually last year we still lived together, but I moved twice in 2025 to an apartment and then to this house that I bought. But before that, in January, we actually still lived together. And when we started living together, we bought like these two. And then when we went separate ways, we knew we were going to go separate ways. We ended up buying another set of these two. Now we both have like these hedgehogs. She has the same, me too, but she actually has this one with a little sticker, and I've got this one with a little sticker. I don't know why they put like the sticker of the price on top of it instead of underneath it, but yeah, it's really cute, and I like the idea that she has them as well, and I've got them too. and I've got my bullet journal right over here because I literally finished my reading journal yesterday. I've got like my reading and bullet journal in one, which I'm obsessed about currently. But I actually finished it yesterday and it's actually going up this Sunday, so stay tuned for that. But I always really like to kind of like decorate with books as well. So I'm planning on getting to my Winter TBR. You've got a little sneak peek for this Sunday. And I'm actually thinking of probably picking up a couple of my Winter TBR books and put them on the side table because I really like decorating with books, as I said, and I think it would be a really good idea to put like my Winter TBR in the decoration, because then it will remind me constantly of the books that I'm wanting to read, and hopefully I'm even picking them up. So let's see if it's actually going to work. I have a couple of books mentioned. I also did like this whole video about it, which I'll link in the description box down below, because you guys can actually choose the 10th book that I'm reading this winter. So if you want to make sure you have some control in my reading, then go check out that video. But I have already read Secret of Secrets, Rose and Chains. So I'm really going pretty strong this time around with my Winter TBR. The Shadow Bride I'm currently reading by Shelby Maurin. And that leaves me with Words of Radiance, Brimstone, Witchwood Crown, The Night and the Moth, Blackbird Oracle. And I'm also reading The Final Empire. There's like a reread for me this winter. And well, I'm planning on picking up a couple of these books. I actually think that maybe the color blue would be great, because I've got a couple of these that actually have like a bluish cover. Blue is kind of like the wintry color, I think. Brimstone is really pretty too. Like Words of Radiance is super small, so I'm not going to use it. It's like really thick, super small. But let me get the books. So these were actually 4 that I mentioned that I think I might use to decorate. And I'm actually thinking of using Brimstone because of the edges. So I'm actually thinking maybe I can kind of like decorate a little bit differently than normally. Normally I show the sides, but I could also show the edges of this one. So here you have my little side table. I decorated still with some Christmas stuff. I'm planning on using this frame again, but then I need a different picture and I haven't really figured out which one yet. So I'm keeping it for now. This one is actually almost empty, so I'm probably burning this up somewhere tonight. But I've got another candle that I'm planning on using here. This is going to... Then we have this little light that needs to go. My Christmas books. Let's put these on here. Like I could use Brimstone. This might look cute. Or this one. Not entirely sure yet for this little side table. I think I might leave it for now like this. Although I think that this might be the better color combination. I really wanted to go for more blue. I don't know, it probably will look different if I put like a different little picture on here as well. And this can actually go off. This is actually a lot larger than I thought it was. Maybe if I find like a bigger frame. I think I might leave it like this for now. I'm not entirely sure, we'll see. So I'm actually pretty happy with how I decorate everything. Not everything is, well, how I might want it. But as I said, I'm getting quite a makeover in here. Especially when it comes to a lot of bigger decorations. And I think I'll probably like fine tune everything after that. But I'm pretty happy with how it turned out so far. And they came just for the coal monoxide. I think it's called in English. I said it right at the beginning of this video, but I had looked it up and now I don't remember. But they just came and it was false alarm. It did cost me 200 quid, but it was false alarm anyhow. So at least that's a good thing. The alarm ended up being too old and probably need a new one. Thank heavens I had a new one laying around, so I put just a new one up. No alarm going off, so that's perfect. So I'm actually planning on, before decluttering the baskets underneath the table, I kind of want to wash the curtains from upstairs bathroom. So I am going to take those down, put them in laundry. So if you hear anything in the background, it is actually my laundry running because I just put curtains inside of there. And that was like one of the things that I really wanted to do this winter because the curtains are from the previous owner. And the upstairs curtains were like the only curtains in this house that we were not able to wash before the move. And well, obviously I wanted some curtains hanging around here when I was moved in, and then the holidays happened, so I forgot about it. But anyhow, we're currently sitting on the ground and I'm surrounded by the baskets of the coffee table. And you guys, it is so messy, but we're going to go through at least, I think, all of them and simply see what's in there. If there's still stuff that I want to keep, or if the stuff that needs to go, and then make like little piles and also organize it a little bit better, so it's easier for me to get stuff out of there and yeah, really declutter, organize, and then that's done. And then I'm actually really happy because then I kind of feel that the living room is ready for like the bigger makeover, and I'm also feeling that the living room then finally is ready for this year as well. That makes me really excited. So I'm going to start doing this job, which is something that I've been postponing for, if I'm completely honest, about a year or two. I don't like tidying up these type of things, like the things that is just all these miscellaneous stuff that is still things that you use a lot, but at the same time you don't really know where to really put it. You know what I mean? So the curtains are washed and they're hanging up drying on like the curtain racks, and I have decorated the living room. I've tidied up the living room. The living room is also decluttered, at least the last piece in the living room that still needs to be decluttered, like the basket underneath the coffee table, are done as well, and I feel happy but extremely tired. I'm so tired, you guys. Like, it's 4:30 right now. It's like a lot later than I wanted it to be. I got myself a nice hot chocolate. It's a peppermint hot chocolate. I don't like peppermint, but I got for Christmas, I got from my parents this huge box with all kinds of different hot chocolate flavors, and one of them is peppermint, and I've been kind of like postponing using that one, and I thought, let's try it out, because so many people I see always talk in vlogs about hot chocolate with peppermint flavor, and oh yeah, it tastes the same as it smells. Oh my gosh, I really don't like peppermint. It's like as if you're drinking toothpaste with chocolate. No, 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 I really don't like this, I think, but I'll drink it, I think, because otherwise it's a waste to throw it away, I suppose. Anyhow, I'm really happy with what I did today. I feel that I got at least my living room pretty well reset for winter and this new year. I got everything sorted out slowly. Like, there are still a couple of things needs to be done in the house, especially after the move. Like, I still need to kind of like sort out the storage. The study is a huge thing that I'm almost embarrassed to show you guys. I'm definitely not showing you guys. I'll show it as soon as it's done, which will be somewhere in February. But yeah, I am really happy with how far I got today, even though I'm really tired because that coal monoxide, oh my gosh, at the end of the day, I really can't pronounce that word anymore. But like the thing that I had, what I talked about at the beginning of this video, it took like an hour before the guy left. And simply because he was trying to find where the leak was or anything, and in the end it was the alarm. Anyhow, I'm tired, but I still want to plan something because I have a pretty busy day tomorrow, and Saturday I want to really relax and have a self-care day, which I'm actually going to film for next week on Friday, like a winter reset, but then self-care for the body and the mind. It's something that I'm really looking forward to. I found a couple of lists on Pinterest that really spoke to me, and I was like, oh my gosh, it sounds like an amazing day. So we're going to do that. I'm so stoked. I'm really stoked for that. And I wanted to kind of like plan everything, because I always plan also like ahead, like for next week, my days and everything. But for my week planner, I think I'm going to put it down and aside because it's already late and I am hungry, I'm tired, and I still need to edit this video as well. So I'm going to focus myself on my bullet journal and my new calendar. Like, look at this, you guys. Isn't this absolutely adorable? I got this one at TK Maxx. I think it was 4 or 5 euros, and I think it is stunning. It's so cute. I love Peter Rabbit. The only downside to this is when I got home, like I always like to have like a big calendar in the kitchen. No idea why. But everywhere where I can hang something up, this is actually just too white. So I did find one place where I can hang this up, where it's going to be. But it is not like the perfect place. So next year I should get like a smaller one. But that's just for next year. Like, for now, I'm going to enjoy my Peter Rabbit calendar for 2026. Before I'm going to fill in my calendar, I actually want to fill in my seasonal house chores list for the winter. There are a couple of things that I want to do that are kind of like more seasonal things, I feel, for me. And I want to write this down in my bullet journal and kind of see if I can keep track of it. But more importantly, also the reason why I am doing this year is simply there are quite a lot of things that I always want to do in the house, simply when it comes down to cleaning or taking care of the house, really. And especially since I bought this house, I really want to take care of it. Like, the last couple of years it was a rental and I didn't really care that much. Like, I kept it clean, but there were a couple of things I just didn't do. But for this house, obviously, I really want to take care of it. But I always am someone who forgets about stuff as well. So I was thinking, if I put down all the things that I need to do each season and I forget something, then in spring, for example, I will see something like, oh, I didn't check that one off, so I still need to do it, and so on and so on. If that makes any sense, I have no idea. It's a new thing I'm trying, and I saw a couple of other people online talking about it, and it sounded like something that could be very useful. So I'm going to try it out this year. I'm done with the planning as well. I filled in my calendar, I filled in my bullet journal, at least all the to-dos that I want to fill in for the winter. I started off in the calendar with all the birthdays, then my appointments, and yeah, I feel ready. I feel ready for the winter. That's kind of like what this reset is all about, starting kind of like anew after the holidays. That's kind of how it feels always for me, really. And somehow it's also always like the start of the year, so like filling in the calendar is also something that kind of makes me ready for the rest of the year, which is exciting, and I'm happy about everything that I did and accomplished today. And I hope this video was slightly enjoyable. If it is something that you enjoyed, then give this one a thumbs up and leave a snowman in the comment section if you have no idea what to say. And other than that, I'm wishing you all an amazing day. Sissy and I are sending our love to you guys. I hope to see you guys this Sunday for the reading journal video. And next Friday we are going to do a winter reset, but then filled with self-care for the body and the mind, which is just something that I am probably most excited about. So I hope to see you there as well. And thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day and stay safe. Bye bye.